Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, T-Bone, from the LUNSB Show with T-Bone and Chick Brew. It's Sunday morning. It's 10:30. It's time for the Supplemental. Every Sunday morning we get together and we do three things. We talk about your national days of the week. We talk about a community, a comedy, or a charity event in or around the area. And we finish it off with This Week in History, trivia style. I gotta tell you, from the start, there are so many things I have learned about ChatGPT. One of the most important things I've learned is every new conversation with ChatGPT is a new conversation with ChatGPT. So it's a relationship that you have developed with AI, and things are going great. Things are amazing. Things are wonderful. And then you step aside and you say, in a new chat, you're like, hey, do that thing again that you did last week that was so amazing. And ChatGPT is like, and it doesn't come close to anything that it has ever done before. What I have recently found out, thanks to what I would consider a ChatGPT marriage counselor, is that whatever happens in a thread stays in that thread, okay? So if you have a wonderful relationship with ChatGPT about a thing, keep it in that thread. Because once you go outside of that thread, it's like, oh man, I want to drop a line from Chris Rock right now, but this show is not rated for that. It's like starting over. Don't do that. I just realized that that's not going to work for me. So I'll put that over there. And then that still works for us. Okay. So yeah, Sunday morning, 10:30, me and ChatGPT have been through our relationship counselor. We now have a better understanding of how to do things. And this should be very stressless. This should be fine. We're going, Maron. La 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 la, la 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 la. Very singy today. The AC just kicked on. So while I'm turning that off, in case you haven't noticed, I did a little aftermarket on my face last night. I got into a little argument with the dog about who was allowed to have the covers. And when I went to really pull the covers as like, these are mine, he just surrendered the covers and I flew off the bed. Now, flying off the bed, I mean, it happens. But I took, if you could see it, I took the full corner of the nightstand to the face. I don't know how long that's going to last, but that is not a blood stain. That is the bruise that occurred last night when I decided to wrestle with a 120-pound Rhodesian Ridgeback. Which, by the way, if you own a Rhodesian Ridgeback and you park next to me every day, I promise I'm not a weirdo. I just want to meet you, and I just want to talk to you about your dog. I have recently found someone with a sticker on their car, and I could use my relationships to run their license plate, but I'm not going to do that because that's morally wrong. So I left them a note, and it was a couple of eyeballs, and it was like, white caddy, 2 cars down. Hoping they would look at the white caddy 2 doors down and see that I also have a Rhodesian Ridgeback sticker. And then we would commune. We would get together. We would talk about our dogs. But they didn't take the bait. So on Friday, I parked right next to them. Huh? You back out. Oh, look at that. Do you see? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I got to do to make this Rhodesian Ridgeback owner that works in my building, who I don't know, see me. Come see me, please, so we can talk about our puppies. I have a ton of stuff going on over there. How, hey, mother, I don't understand. If James is driving and Jessica is texting, how is Jessica on Instagram or on TikTok and Facebook at the same time? I don't understand how that is happening. Again, the whole Taney family is stuck inside a vehicle driving back from Watkins Glen. So when we get to a part that requires all of their responses, I expect answers from every one of you. Do you understand me? Even the kids in the back. Even the little one. Patrick, that means you. You're the little one, in case you forgot. All right, here we go with your national days of the week. I have 4 to choose from, and I feel like I may have done 1 or 2 of them previously, but I have never done the one I am choosing now. Monday, September the 8th, it is National Ants on a Log Day. How hilarious is that we would put raisins in peanut butter on top of celery and call that ants on a log. Oh, that's so funny. Taking that one step further, whenever I had the opportunity to rename something in my kitchen with my children, I always called them roaches. So instead of ants on a log, it was roaches on a stick. Or I would do that all the time. All right, you're young, you're poor, you're growing up, you deal with roaches. It's what you do. You get older, you're no longer poor, you don't have to deal with roaches no more. Unless it's for fun. So on Monday, September the 8th, when you're thinking about ants on a log, remember they could also be roaches on a stick. Moving on. Ooh. Got some good choices here. We're going to go with this one. Tuesday, September the 9th, it's National Hot Dog Day. Now, I am interested in knowing what you think the best hot dog is. And there are good hot dogs out there. BJ's, a place I love to shop because I love BJ's, has the Dell and Watson, or Watson and Dell. I don't know what their name brand is, but that's a beefy bad boy. Costco, they got their hunk of lovin' chunkin'. They got a big boy, but there is no better hot dog than a Thuman's. I've had this conversation many times over. On National Hot Dog Day, I'm going to take the time to remind you that Thuman's.com, you can go on there, you can buy their meats, and you can buy their dogs. Natural 100% beef and pork, natural casing. They snap when you eat them. They are delightful. If you are a friend of mine and you are grieving, something has happened to you that caused you to grieve, I will go on the website and I will have them delivered to your home. Because I'm not going to send you flowers. Come on, right? I'm not sending you flowers. But I will send you hot dogs. Hot dogs that will change your life. Not only will you start to end your bereavement because it's a good dog, it will be the best hot dog you've ever tasted in your life. You don't need anything, but if you added just a little spicy mustard along it, oh my goodness. But you know, hot dogs also use ketchup. Ketchup is good. This is going to sound strange. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise works. Mayonnaise works specifically when you have kraut over the top of it. You never tried it? You should. It's amazing. Think about all I just said on Tuesday, September the 9th. National Hot Dog Day. I got a lot of things popping up over here. I'm going to take a look, see what's going on. Mayo with cheese, yes. Your Zeus said he will share, not your dad. Just great comments. Thank you for playing along. And, of course, Mother roots for the Rams. And we're sad for that. Where do the Rams play these days? I don't know. You know, I want to be a football fanatic like I used to be, but it got so political, I just kind of, stopped watching. Even though I felt like we were moving on from the woke NFL, I saw during the Phillies-Dallas game, the lift every voice and sing, which just separates us further, and I'm really not down with that. And, of course, you got your male cheerleaders just cheering it up, and I'm not down with that. And the stupid slogans in the end zone. Look, man, I'm a football guy. I love football. I played football. In the end, all I want to watch is football. That's all I want to watch. I don't want any politics in my football. And when politics creep into football, I watch it less and less. So all of the things I used to know about football, I don't know anymore. I think the Rams moved back to Los Angeles. I don't know. I feel like that's right. Because they were in Los Angeles, and then they left, and then the Chargers moved to Los Angeles. And don't forget the Rams moved. Everyone moves to Los Angeles, and then they don't stay. You know why? Because Los Angeles sucks as a football city. Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you facts. Every team that ever moved to Los Angeles moved out of Los Angeles because Los Angeles sucks as a football city. You could quote me on that. All right. In a brand new stadium in Los Angeles. So they are back in Los Angeles. They won't be there long. Here we go. I know I have done that one before. We're going to go with this one. Wednesday, September the 10th. It's National Make Your Bed Day. Retired Admiral Navy SEAL McRaven gives this wonderful speech about making your bed every day. He says, when you get up in the morning, the first thing you should do is make your bed. That is the first thing you should do. As soon as you make your bed, you can start your day from there, knowing that the first thing you set out to do was the first thing that you accomplished. If there was a reason, call me stupid, okay? Call me silly. But if there's a reason to make your bed, it's because a girl is going to see it. Or you live in the barracks and you're inspected, blah, 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 military, or women. All right? Someone from the opposite sex is going to look at your bed and you want to impress them with your bed-making skills. That's why you would get up and make your bed. I sleep in my own bed. It is the luxury I have afforded myself. And along with that luxury is the fact that when I get out of my bed, that luckily 16 hours later I'm going to go back inside of, I don't need to make it. It needs to look, presentable. God forbid something happened to me and they come in and they look at my bed. They don't want to go, this guy was crazy. No. I mean, it's organized, but it doesn't have tight nurses' corners. No. It's just a sheet, 2 Korean mink blankets on top of one another. Look, I almost called you a bad name. Excuse me. A Korean mink blanket. Some people would call it a sleeping system. But if you take 2 of them and you put them on top of each other, it is the snuggle of a lifetime. Add a 120-pound Rhodesian Ridgeback to the mix, and it's snuggle on top of snuggle. Till you get in an argument about who's allowed to have the covers, and just when you're ready to make a stand and just yank as hard as you can, he gives up and you eat the nightstand. There are many things to celebrate on Thursday, September the 11th. One of them, National Make Your Bed Day. That was Wednesday, September the 10th, National Make Your Bed Day. And I'll be daggone if it doesn't have it again listed on Thursday, September the 11th. Hot Cross Bun Day. I don't even know what that is. A reminder that starting the day with small accomplishment, boost productivity. That was the bed. And look, we've probably never talked about it. Too soon? Maybe. Thursday, September the 11th, is National Patriot Day. Now, there's a lot of people who claim to be patriots. I also believe I'm a patriot. And I don't know why we affix patriotism to the worst terrorist attack in American history. I don't really understand that. That doesn't make sense. Maybe instead of National Patriot Day, it should be National Never Forget Day. Or National Other Day That Will Live in Infamy Day. Because once eloquently stated, a day that will live in infamy wasn't the only day to live in infamy. I could tell you how old the Twin Towers would be if they were still standing, because they were erected the year of my birth. And they fell down long before the years of my death. I have a lot of feelings about September the 11th because I'm a military guy. I got feelings. I lost people that day. I had lost people since that day. They call it National Patriot Day. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. I think for all future episodes, we're just going to skip September the 11th. Especially when AI gives a Make Your Bed Day twice in a row. Moving on. Yes. Friday, September the 12th. It's National Hug and High Five Day. Now, if you know nothing about nothing, don't hug nobody. The quickest way to a sexual harassment lawsuit is to hug somebody, even with the kindest of intent. Like, if you were to walk up to them and say, it's National Hug Somebody Day, and you went up and you gave them a good 5-second hug with 3 pats on the back, a classic non-sexual hug, you're going to be in HR by the end of the afternoon. Don't do that. High five, on the other hand, I do this all the time. I high five a few people every day because I like them, because they're amazing, and I trust them, and I share this much skin with them. This is it. No sexual harassment here. High five. That's all they get. I mean, they get my conversation and my chirp-like demeanor, but when it comes to physical contact with me, that's it. That's all they get. No hugging. But I give high fives. And I only give the high fives because my friend Sam gives fist bumps. And when I found out he was giving fist bumps to everybody but me, I decided that I would start giving out high fives to everyone but him. Now, I don't really give it out to everyone but him, but I don't give him high fives. And I love giving people high fives in front of him. Like, hello, beer snob Dave, high five. And Sam just sitting right there like, yes, I do that intentionally, and it brings me joy. Now, don't take this the wrong way. I love Sam. He's a great guy. I really do. But I also take great joy in messing with him, okay? And you should do that too on Friday, September the 12th, National Hug and High Five Day. Moving on. Why not? Never done that before. We've never done that before. Saturday, September the 13th, it's National Elephant Awareness Day. Excuse me, Elephant Appreciation Day. Now, I don't know why you would appreciate elephants. In our culture, in our society, elephants are not a thing. We don't have elephants walking up and down the streets. They're not local to us. In America, all of America, and Canada, and Mexico, we just don't have elephants. So I don't know why we would need an Elephant Appreciation Day. Here's what I can tell you. They make gigantic poos. And do not make them angry. Like every episode of The Incredible Hulk from the 1970s. You wouldn't like them when they're angry. Because they will unalive you, as the kids say. They will stomp your brains out. We haven't had a real good elephant attack in a while. Every once in a while, one will get away. And they'll just walk down the street and just like knock people off of scooters and throw children onto the balcony of the third floor. And then they shoot the elephant. And because elephants are pachyderms, oh, how smart am I? Because pachyderms are so big and tasty, you can't just shoot them one time. You got to shoot them many, many times. And that's always bad. So we should appreciate the fact that we don't have to deal with elephants on the regular. I mean, I've got some amazing trees planted out there in the backyard. And an elephant would just walk along, no regard whatsoever, knock them over. That's going to make me upset, and I'm not going to like them. So I take Elephant Appreciation Day, Saturday, September the 13th, differently in that I appreciate not having to deal with elefantes. Elefantes. An amazing beer. It's like 11.5%. The Elefante. I don't know if you can buy that in America. Look it up. Check it out. Anyway, September 13th, Elephant Appreciation Day. Moving on. This would be fun if we were in the office, but we're not in the office that day, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to go with this instead. Sunday, September 14th. It's National Linguine Day. I don't know what your favorite type of pasta is. Each pasta has a place in your life. Pasta, as a whole, belongs inside you. It is warm and comforting and delicious. And I realize there's a microphone there as I did that. It's warm, it's comforting, it's delicious. Pasta belongs inside you. But what sauce delivery device is your preferred method? I love a little farfalle. Farfalle, big fan. I love it. It's spread out. It captures all of the goodness. But if farfalle had not been invented, I like the linguinis. And for some reason, I'm going to find a reason to eat some linguinis on Sunday, September 14th. Because it's a flat, it's a delightful noodle that captures all of the goodness and not like a spaghetti and not like a capacelli. It's got a little love to it. Find a way to excite your senses on Sunday, September 14th, National Linguine Day. We have so many comments, and all right, I'm looking over here. Not so many comments, and you understand you're not the primary audience. I love you. I love having you, but I'm dealing with these. yahoos right now. So let's go through the comments real quickly before we move on. Audio is good. Yeah. And that was our conversation with the Tainies. What the heck happened to the stash? It was time for it to go. Wow, I think that came in when I was showing off my new scar. Stay late and wait them to come out. Yummy ballpark. Boo ballpark. Ah. I sleep before. Never have to make hack provide you. He doesn't sleep in his bed, so he never has to make it. Never forget to make your bed. Jeremy is killing it today. Robert is killing it today. Very funny. At the same time, and you better hug Zeus. Prime example of the mark on your face. Thank you for reminding me of this. All right. So that was your National Days of the Week. And those were your comments. As far as a community charity or comedy event, community charity comedy event going on this week, again, I can only stress that Animals Are Us. .org. Animals-R-us.org is a collective fundraising thing that they are doing for all of the animal rescues in the area. I have put down some bones. I got my tickets. I got plenty of tickets for an opportunity to win the cash prize. So it's a cash lottery, and there's only selling 3,500 tickets. If you get in now, and you can buy these tickets online, so you can buy them pretty much from anywhere. You do not have to be present to win. But again, animalsrus.org. Check them out. Check out their website. They support a ton of animal rescues in and around the greater Harrisburg metropolitan area. And there's just, and this is one of those classic win-win situations. I give them money so that they can help these animal rescues, and they give me the chance, the opportunity to win back some of that money. I did that this year with the kids playing baseball. I did that last year and this year. This year, out of like 100 drawings, I got one number right that paid me back all the money I spent on everything else. I know they get a lot of money out of it too, but I helped the kids, and I got a little money back. So animalsrus.org. If you got some spare change, send them their way. Tickets are $20 a piece. Again, it's a cash raffle. $20 a piece, or you can get 5 tickets for $100. Jeremy's killing it this morning. Good morning, my friend. Thank you for the laughs. That's always helpful. Here we go. Let's get it started with This Week in History, trivia style. Again, it's only 7 questions. It's based on the last week in Earth's history. The questions are set to medium. They are multiple choice. If you want to answer early, you can. If you want to answer later, you can. But we're going to go right through these. I understand there's a significant time delay on Facebook, less of a time delay over there for our viewers on TikTok. I will check your answers. I will check their answers. You keep your own score, okay? I'm not keeping your score. You keep your own score. I keep my score. You keep your score. And if I tell you you need an asterisk, you got to put an asterisk next to it. Question. Hold on one second. By the way, the latest episode of the LUNSB Show has been released. I'm looking at the notes over here, and it says the Orgy Dome. So you got that going for you. Let's get into This Week in History, a trivia style. Question number 1. On September 1st, 1985, what famous shipwreck was discovered? I am going to make for a little leniency when it comes to the Taney family who's driving back from Watkins Glen. All of the people in the vehicle can answer individually, but Jess must tell me who is making what answer. Here are your multiple choice options for the question that I will repeat again. On September the 1st, 1985, what famous shipwreck was discovered? Robert pops in with the Titanic. And that is option number 1, the RMS Titanic. B, the USS Arizona. C, the SS Edmund Fitzgerald. or D, the RMS Lusitania? Robert and Jessica both pop in with Titanic. Popping over here, not seeing any answers. Again, there's no reason for a delay over here because you can answer instantly where they have a delay. Are the children not going to play along? Is the husband not playing along? Or they're just, everyone says Titanic in the Taney vehicle. Robert goes with the SS Minnow. Very funny. I gotta tell you, it's very funny. It's wrong, but it's funny. But you already said the correct answer. So that's the way to do it. Say the correct answer. Thank you, Jeremy. Say the correct answer and then make the joke. So SS Minnow, very funny, but you already got the correct answer in. I, along with all of you at tutti ragazzi, I am also going with the Titanic. Question number 2. On September 3rd, 2025, which major tech company announced a breakthrough in quantum computing? Here are your options. Was it Microsoft, Google, IBM, or Apple? This is one of those either you know it or you don't. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you're just making a guess. I do not know I don't know who on September the 3rd, 2025 was the major tech company announcing a breakthrough in quantum computing. Here's what I know. Robert goes with IBM. Quantum computing isn't really a thing. It's a name they put on a thing. It's not real. I know way more than I should know about quantums and quantum physics and quantum theories. There is no computer operating at the quantum level. But that's the name they put towards it. He's going with Apple. He's going with IBM. Thanks for the emoji. That was fun. Again, your options are Microsoft, Google, IBM, or Apple. I like Italian businessmen. I am also going to go with IBM. Jay, Microsoft. Jess, Microsoft. Children, what is their response? I love that they're playing along. Moving on to question number 3. On September 5th, 2025, you did it to me again, you son of a gun. What country launched its first mission to Mars? September 5th, 2025. Sorry, Jay says Google. All right, Jay, Google. Jeremy, Apple. Robert and me, IBM. Nothing over there. You're just playing along, being weird. September 5th, 2025. What country launched its first manned mission to Mars? Again, if you watch the whole thing, you'll understand. Me and my artificial intelligence girlfriend here, we've gone through some counseling, and for the most part, we've gotten things better. But I didn't look at these questions earlier, and I didn't realize that she's using This Week in History from this week, not history. September 3rd of this year, September 5th of this year. The next question is September 6th of this year. September 5th, 2025. What country launched its first manned mission to Mars? Was it China? India, Russia, or Estados Unidos? Unidos Estates, or the United States? China's screwing around on the moon right now. India really hasn't done very well in a successful launch of anything. If I had to guess, if it was us, we would know. If it was America, we would know. I'm gonna go with China. Big red China. That's who I'm gonna go with. And Robert's gonna go with Russia. Jeremy has no guess as of yet. There's no guesses over there. You can phone in your answers whenever you're ready. I will have a talk with AI, and we will fix this so these questions are not from right now. Like yesterday. Oops. Russia is what Jeremy pops in with. On September 6, 2025, what city hosted the International Film Festival? Yesterday. There's a film festival somewhere in the world. Do you know about it? Was it at one of these 4 locations? Toronto, Cannes, Venice, or Berlin? It is harder when it's this week. Toronto, Cannes, Venice, or Berlin? Which one of them had a film festival this week? Robert is going in with Toronto. I have been to 3 of the 4 cities. Jeremy's going with Toronto. I think you guys might know something I don't know. I'm still going to go with Cannes. I'm going with Cannes, which is answer B. But Toronto seems to be popular. Taney family, what do you got for an answer? You're still a question behind, and the delay isn't that long, so don't give me that. I am so angry at these questions. I want to look at the prompt real quick and say, National Days of the Week. For the trivia portion, I would like 7 questions of medium difficulty, not too hard and not too easy. Each question will be for the preceding week. Yep. In history, I should have added that. They need to have multiple choice answers and hold all the answers until prompted so the host can play along. It's on me. That was on me. All right. So literally this week in history is basically, what do you know about what happened this week? Question number 5. On September 7th, yesterday, or today, it's, what the fuck? It's got in the future. I should have asked ChatGPT for the winning numbers. So, because it's telling me what's going to happen on the 6th and what's going to happen on the 8th and what's going to happen on the 9th, even though it's only the 7th. On September 7th, 2025, a rare astronomical event occurred. What was the event? Today, a rare astronomical event occurred. Please, for the love of God, don't tell me you dropped Chick Brew for AI. Was it a solar eclipse, a meteor shower, a total lunar eclipse, or comet sighting? What rare astronomical event occurred today, September the 7th? I don't know, nor do I care. I'm so mad at the questions. Robert's going with moon. Full lunar eclipse is what Jeremy's going to go with. Total lunar eclipse. Only because I love Bonnie Tyler, I'm also going to go with total eclipse of the heart. Question number 6. On September 8th, 2025, what country celebrated its National Day? Tomorrow, who is going to be celebrating their National Day? Is it Brazil, Mexico, Chile, or South Korea? Well, I've only lived in one of those countries. So Jess and Caitlin go with lunar. Robert, lunar. Jay, lunar. Lunar. We all chose lunar. That's good. Over here, nobody chooses anything over there. On September 8th, 2025, what country celebrated its National Day? Jeremy's going with Chile. Robert with Chile. Brazil, Mexico, Chile, or South Korea. Again, I've only lived in one of them, and I'm going to go with the one I lived in because it makes me feel good. South Korea. I may be right. I may be crazy. The final question of this week's supplemental. On September 9th of 2025, what celebrity announced their retirement from acting. Again, 2 days in the future, a celebrity is going to announce their retirement from acting. Chile for all the Tainies, copy, thank you, got it. Who is retiring from acting? Is it Emma Roberts? She should probably retire because I don't know who she is. Is it Morgan Freeman, he says. Funny, wait for the answers. How about Sydney Sweeney? Please don't leave me. Is it Matthew McConaughey? He's kind of getting up there in age. It's possible. Or is it Ryan Reynolds? September 9th, 2 days in the future, one of these celebrities is going to announce their retirement from acting. Is it Emma Roberts, Sydney Sweeney, Matthew McConaughey, or Ryan Reynolds? I feel Roberts going with Emma Roberts. Not related. I feel that this is something Matthew McConaughey would do. All right. I feel like this is up his lane. Jeremy agrees with me. He's going to go with Matthew. Because, I mean, he's going to say it, but is he really going to do it? No. Another role's going to come along, and he's going to take it, and it's going to be Matthew McConaughey again. What is your favorite Matthew McConaughey thing that he ever did? McConaughey, not good spelling. That's what Jess is offering us. She says McConaughey. He was in wasn't he in a version of Fargo? Oh, the detectives or something. I did not like him in the Dark Tower at all. Boo. Because they had Idris Elba as, just the whole movie sucked. Retire. Tropic Thunder, very funny. Jessica's going with Roberts, Emma Roberts. I don't know who Emma Roberts is. So again, who is retiring in 2 days from acting? Is it Emma Roberts, Sydney Sweeney? Please don't take that away from me. Matthew McConaughey or Ryan Reynolds. All right. I don't know why you keep saying Tropic Thunder, but that's hilarious. I'm going to ask AI to give us the answers, and then we will see how we did. Answers, please. Question number 1. If you answered the Titanic, as we all did, you were correct. Question number 2, for those of us that said Italian businessmen or IBM, we were correct, and you were wrong. Wrong. So wrong. Question number 3, believe it or not, it was the United States that just launched something to Mars. Question number 4 was the Venice Film Festival. Question number 5 was a meteor shower. Question number 6 was Mexico. And question number 7, the correct answer was... All right. Matthew McConaughey, who I guarantee you will be acting in a movie in the future. He may announce his retirement in 2 days, but he's going to act again. You can't go without Matthew McConaughey in your life. Robert says it's rigged. Those are the answers. Again, grade your own score. I didn't go 7 for 7. I started going south on question number 3. I didn't get United States. I didn't get Venice. I didn't get meteor shower. And I didn't get Mexico. I did get Titanic, IBM, Matthew McConaughey. I failed. If you haven't joined in on the poll yet, so we are asking you, what do you think about our temporary co-host, 2 Bars, who is a hoot? There's no better way to describe her than a hoot. Please go on the website or go on the fan page. Give her a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 stars. Tell us how you did how she's doing. If she gets favorable remarks from you, I'll keep her around for a little while. But if she doesn't, if you guys hate her, she gone. She gone, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. Chick Bruce sends her love. And LUNSB. I don't know why I'm shaking. It could be because of the giant contusion I have on my face.